Dennis McGee, among first to record Cajun music, bridging old and new tunes, styles, and dances. Well, I'm at the home of Cajun music, Eunice, Louisiana. The downtown is prepping for Mardi Gras. Let me show you Eunice on the map. Deep in Cajun Country. Population history, 1980 there were 12,479 people. Last census down to 9,422. Alright, median age of the town is 38, so it's 1 year younger than the US. Looks like they're going to have some live music. Anyway, here's the ethnic breakdown. 56% white, 33% black, 2% Hispanic. Remaining is mixed or other. Now, Eunice was developed by a guy by the name of C.C. Duson, D-U-S-O-N. He named the town after his wife, Eunice. He bought all this land up here, convinced the railroad to come to town, and then parceled it up for businesses and houses, and voila, made him a lot of money, and you have yourself a real town that's still here to this day, 130 or 40 years later. There's already people here. It's 8 in the morning. If you've ever been to Louisiana or spent time there, you know Mardi Gras is a big party all over the state. A nice memorial there for the military and veterans. Today the economy revolves around agriculture. So how much are people making here? Median household income, $35,436 a year. That's $681 a week. Let's see, let me give you poverty. 33.2 overall. School-aged children, 33, 65 and older, 32. All those numbers are about twice higher than the rest of the U.S. A little more than that, actually. Interesting old houses here. A lot of them abandoned. I don't think anyone lives in these. I'm just about a block out of downtown. Here's the cost of living. It's an 84. 16% lower than the rest of the U.S. Goods and services highest at 98. Housing's at 59. Dead end. Okay, let me give you the median home value here. 122,000 even. Look at Louisiana down below. 216,500. That's the median home value in Louisiana. Yeah, houses are very inexpensive in this state. Crime's pretty high here too. Last year, 31 incidents per 1,000 people. U.S. is 21. There's a cat on that couch. You see it? There's 2 cats. 3 cats. I don't know if you can make them out. I think that counts as a cat sighting, doesn't it? Alright everyone, this is downtown Jennings, Louisiana. town's main business is agriculture. They had a small oil boom in the late 1800s. Lasted about a decade. Let's take a look at this theater real quick before I go on. Strand Theater. It's built in 1939. It's beautiful and still in use. Yeah, that was modern architecture, a type of Art Deco. Some really nice murals over there. Yeah, this city was settled by, you think I'm going to say someone from Europe, a group from Europe, or you know, something like that, right? Now, this town was settled by people from Iowa. Yeah, Iowa. I guess they wanted to escape the winters, so farmers, a lot of farmers from Iowa came down here and settled and started growing rice, cotton, sweet potatoes. And, okay. I think I'm just about through downtown. Median age here is 40. Let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 63% white, 24% black, 5% Hispanic, 1% Asian. Rest is mixed race or other. Well, let's take a look around. Let me give you the median household income. $48,558 a year. It's $934 a week. That's pretty low, isn't it? These days. Yeah, there are a lot of neat, really old houses here. Yeah, that one's really interesting looking, isn't it? You see it through the trees, hopefully. Let me give you poverty. 19.2 overall. School-age children 21, 65 and older 13. Yeah, that was really beautiful in its day as well. Could use a little TLC. Looks like it has a second house on the property, like a little apartment for guests. Here's a house for sale. 215 Nezpique, Nezpique. How about if someone looks that up? Lets us know how much they want for it. I think we'd all be curious. It's a nice little square here in town. Thinking let's take a closer look at these murals. These murals kind of tell the story of the town. It came to the open prairie, started farming, folks from Iowa, and the train came to town. I guess people came to farm the land. And then, of course, I told you about the little mini oil boom that they had. That depicts that. Let's see. What should I give you next? Oh, cost of living. It's an 83, so 17% lower than the rest of the U.S. Transportation's highest, 107. Housing's a 56. That's lowest. I mean, not huge mansions or anything, but it's clean. Yards are well kept. Yeah, streets are well taken care of. It's real nice. They do have a problem with crime, though. Last year, 44 incidents per 1,000 people. It's well over twice higher than the U.S. rate of 21 per 1,000. Yeah, that's very nice, huh? Here's the median home value, $136,700. All right, I am in Crowley, Louisiana. I am heading into downtown. And it's beautiful. Really nice downtown. Kind of unexpected when I give you some of the numbers of the town. Huh. Yeah, I didn't expect it to look this nice at all. And right here at the end of the main street through the downtown is the parish courthouse. Crowley is the Acadia parish seat. That was built in 1950. That is modern architecture, a type of Art Deco. All right, I'm still here in downtown. I want to get a closer look at this Rice Theater. Built in 1941, and it is still in use today. And that is Art Deco. Right here is the Grand Opera House on a National Register, built in 1901 and still used for performing arts to this day. Next to the Grand Opera House is City Hall. This was an old Ford dealership, and when Ford left, the city said, hey, let's make it, where we conduct business for the town. And it's unique in that it's still got some old antique Fords inside, but it's closed today, so I won't be able to show them to you. All right, here, let me show you a map. You can see where I'm at. And in population history, peak population 1970, 16,104 people. Last census, it declined to 11,710. Okay, another look at this beautiful downtown. Here's the median household income, $28,624 a year. Whoa. $550 a week. That's doesn't seem possible to live on, does it? And when I saw those numbers, I thought this downtown would look pretty bad, but it doesn't. So I thought to myself, maybe it's, not a lot of multi-person households. No, 2.2 people per household in this town. That's just a little less than the U.S. It's not because it's an older town. The median age here is 41. Maybe someone who lives here can explain to us why the incomes are so low and how they've managed to maintain such a beautiful downtown. Here's the ethnic breakdown. 67% white, 23% black, 4% Hispanic. Remaining is mixed race or other. Well, I am about a block out of downtown. I admit, with the low incomes, I was thinking I would see some pretty small houses in not incredible shape. But what I'm actually seeing is a lot of this. So it looks amazing, doesn't it? Well, okay, I am on the other side of town now. It's a little bit different here. Yeah, that's been empty for a while, hasn't it? Well, okay, let me give you the poverty numbers. 47.7 overall. School-age children, 66. Woo, it's high. 65 and older, 22%. Yeah, those are very high numbers. Looks like that's been condemned. It has. Crime here, pretty high, like the other two towns. 29 incidents per 1,000 people, compares to 21 in the U.S. All right, let me give you the median home value here. 144,900. Still got one more number to give you guys. Cost of living. Here it is. It's an 89. 11% lower than the rest of the U.S. Goods and services highest at 98. Housing lowest at 75. All right, everyone. So that's going to be it for this part of the video. Nicole and I are actually staying in Lafayette. So the next part of the video will be us exploring the town a bit, seeing what they got there, and of course having an early dinner at a local restaurant, and it will be Cajun food. So hang tight. That's coming up next. We are in Lafayette, Louisiana. There's Nicole. We're in downtown. The picturesque downtown of the city. It's about 122,000 people here. That's city population. Metro is 480,000 though. So it's pretty big. Third biggest metro in the state of Louisiana, behind New Orleans and Baton Rouge. This is the capital of Cajun Country. And the town is known for its food. We're going to check out some sights here downtown real quick, and some other stuff as well. And oh, look at this. Is this a cat sighting?
That's so
Yeah, that's right.
That's so, oh, look how cute she is.
I know. It's still a kitten, huh?
Uh-huh. That's funny.
Sweet. Yeah. All right, so the city is named after the Marquis de... Is it Lafayette or Lafayette? The way you pronounce his name. The French general.
I thought it was Lafayette, but, you know, what do I know?
Now, he was, as many know, the French general that helped America win the Revolutionary War. Very highly regarded in the U.S. at the time. If he would have not been foreign born, he could have ran for president and won. That's how hugely popular he was here in the U.S. City was founded on agriculture, 1800s, and then later on oil, and those are still big businesses here today. But technology and healthcare, manufacturing is also big in this city. We just come upon a mural that is in French here in the streets. I'm not sure what that says. Maybe someone can translate that for us who's watching. They just had their Mardi Gras parade yesterday.
Look at the tree. It looks so pretty.
Yeah, got a bunch of beads in the trees. And they still have, you know, the things they use to block the street off. Yep. This is Old City Hall.
There's a beautiful building.
Yeah, it was built in 1898. It's not City Hall anymore. But when it was City Hall, what a City Hall it was. It was abandoned for a long time, but wisely the city has restored it.
But look, I love the balcony. And
Right
look,
there? Yeah.
Yeah, and look how the doors like kind of dent inward. So, I don't know, that's cool looking. I like that.
You think that's where the mayor's office was?
I think that's where they came out. I think that's where they came out and waved and had, photo ops.
Well, that's true. Yeah, it probably is what that was for. Perfect timing. Whoa! I was getting ready to talk. I was getting ready to talk, and the big bell kicked in. This is the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist, built in 1916. On the National Register, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful churches, I think, in the country. Behind the church is a graveyard. Let's see if we can get in it. There's a lock on it, but nope.
It's open.
I can see one of these awesome Louisiana graveyards where people are in tombs above ground because of the water table.
Everybody knows that.
Born July 3, 1883, died 1953. Yeah, they really pack them in here tight. Really, really beautiful. There's nothing quite like Louisiana graveyards. The centerpiece of the graveyard. Now that's a catchy sign for a bail bondsman, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the lobster.
He's got a smile on his face. He's having fun being in jail. Well, that's,
Well,
easy to remember, isn't it?
Wait a minute. Look at his chest is outside of the bars and his little clipper thingies. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
No, that's confusing. Maybe that's why he's happy. He's already made it halfway out.
Yeah, whoever painted this didn't quite get it right.
No, they didn't, but it's still funny.
It is funny. This is the Holy Rosary Institute. It's on the National Register. It was a high school built in the early 1900s. Yeah, I'd read that it's been sitting empty for like 40 or 50 years. But there were some plans to save the building. It looks like that has started to happen. Should we see if we can peek inside?
Sure.
Take a quick look. Looks like they're basically pulling it apart though. Yep. Wow, huh?
It's kind of cool looking.
Looks like it was quite the school. How about that? I guess these were classrooms. How about that, huh? What do you think?
Yes, I didn't know it was going to look like this inside. It's like all in ruins. It's kind of interesting looking.
Yeah, like I said, there are plans to renovate it. Looks like they've started doing just that. Hmm?
Don't turn around. That's kind of creepy.
Oh boy, it is creepy.
Cajun band, dust to dawn, playing all those Cajun songs. Big Mama, Jody belong down on the bayou.
We are at the Acadian Village. It is a place where there are actual homes, late 1800s era, that have been moved here. People who lived here in Cajun territory, Louisiana. So yeah, these are not recreations. These are the actual homes of people who lived.
Remember the outside steps?
Huh?
Remember the
Yeah.
outside steps?
Yeah, seen that before, huh? So we're going to take a look at a few of these, see what it looked like. Now this is just like a museum type setup here. That is some kind of painting right there.
Oh my gosh. Look at his wheelchair.
Huh?
Look at his wheelchair.
Yeah, not going to be long before I'm going to need that. I get so old.
Hmm?
I get so old, I'm going to need that pretty soon.
That specific one?
Yes, that specific one.
All right.
I want that one. This is the, is it Thibodeau house?
I would say Thibodeau.
This was built in 1820. Wow, so this house, 200 years old. It's just a 2-room house, it looks like. That's the area for dining and that kind of thing.
I think most of them are 2-room houses.
This has actually got 3 because there's this bedroom and then a little bedroom here, I guess, for kids. Oh, well, there's a room here. Looks like a little kitchen. And then this must be the outhouse.
Don't go in there, it stinks.
Yeah, it might stink. Yep. Room for 3, honey.
Shut up, really?
Yeah. Cool, huh?
Like, do people really have to go at the same time? Because
Huh?
you have only one bathroom in like in apartments, say. Sometimes there's only one bathroom. It's not that you got 3 toilets in it. So why do you need 3 at once?
I don't know. Sometimes you gotta go, and you don't want to wait.
Do you want to go with friends?
Yeah.
Ew.
They weren't uptight about it back then. This is the St. Jean house from 1840. Looks more like a school, doesn't it?
Of course, it definitely looks just like a school.
So it's not a St. Jean house, it's a St. Jean school. There's the teacher's desk.
I bet it's not called St. Jean. It's probably more like Jean or something.
St. Jean? Okay. Is this an old typewriter? I think so.
Of course it is.
Awesome. This is the Bilad. Is that how you say it?
I'm not sure.
This is built in 1830. Looks like,
I don't think this is a house.
yeah, I don't think so either. So obviously it's for
It's
making
like,
clothing.
It's a loom? Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you call the machine. I wonder what you call the actual place.
I don't know. Interesting. All right. No church. I bet we can go inside this one.
Okay.
There's people in here. Looks like. Oh, cool. Yeah, they were in there taking pictures of,
Taking wedding photos.
yeah, of the bride. All right. Looks like there's another one. Let's go check it out. This is the Castile house, built in 1860. Looks like a dining area, doesn't it?
What's that?
Looks like a dining area.
Yes, it does. This
Another
is
big
where everybody
painting.
sits down and eats.
So, what's back here? Bunch of miniatures. Wonder what this room was, though.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Over here we've got bedrooms. We've got the
Toys for kids.
bedroom for the little ones.
Yeah, this is the bedroom.
Somebody's got a fancy bed.
Huh?
Somebody's got a fancier bed in here. Huh?
Yeah, that's neat. And a crib. How about that? Guess this would be the waiting room, huh?
Looks like it.
This is where the doctor would work. All kinds of equipment that I have no idea of what their function is. This might be a recovery room. Probably storage. Maybe. I don't know.
Do you think going to the doctor back then was as bad as going to a dentist? Look at some of the stuff in there that it's like, ooh, I'm not sure. These torture implements?
Yeah, they look like it, don't they? We're at Don's Seafood. It's supposed to be really good. One of the top-rated seafood Cajun restaurants in the area. This is a chain, a very small chain, about 6 restaurants, and they're all here in the Louisiana, or South Louisiana area. So, let's go check out their Cajun food. Oh, looks like we got some seats at the bar. Our favorite place. All right, we're looking at the menu, and we see blackened alligator, fried alligator as well, but we're going to do blackened alligator because when in Louisiana,
Gotta do blackened?
we got to do alligator.
Oh.
Yeah. So that will be up first. All right, our blackened alligator is here. Smells really good.
It does smell good. Wonder what kind of sauce this is.
I don't know, but I'm gonna try it.
You're the sauce person. I never do sauces.
I'm gonna try it.
The sauces are the bad one, the bad part of the meal.
Not for me, they're not. What do we think of the alligator?
Yum.
It's fantastic. Yeah, it's grilled, blackened. Here, I cut a piece so you can see a cross section. It's white meat. It's similar to chicken.
It tastes. Well, they say it tastes like chicken, but
Kinda.
it's very good. It's
Very tender,
very good.
rich
and it's
in-
healthy for you,
Yeah, rich in omega-3.
and generally low in fat,
Right.
as long as you don't fry it. You know.
Right. Yeah, this is excellent. Entrees, I'm having the very Louisiana catfish and red beans and rice. That's right, when in Rome. Now, what about you? What are you having?
I'm gonna have blackened redfish. With Acadian butter on top sounds really good to me right now.
Our entrees are here. So I've got fried catfish, red beans and rice, and some green beans. Looks and smells fantastic.
Mine is definitely more beautiful than yours.
That's a huge piece of fish.
Yes, it is. My big red fish. I'm gonna name it Clifford, like the big red dog.
Yeah, and it's blackened.
It is blackened. Look at it.
And you got corn and...
Look at that corn. Look, it's
broccoli.
charred perfectly. Yum.
Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Looks scrumptious.
All right, we're going to dig in. All right, thoughts on the food? Excellent catfish. The breading has some little bit of spice and seasoning in it. It's fantastic. Same with the green beans. It's got big chunks of bacon, which I've already ate. Really good. Lots of onion. Excellent red beans and rice. One of my favorite things to eat. It's got a nice big pieces of pork in it. I saved one, so you can see it. It's a big piece of pork that they throw in. And then, of course, the rice and beans. You mix it up. That's how you eat it. Really good. How about yours?
Mine is scrumdelicious. Yeah, like the redfish is perfect. It's got all this Cajun seasoning on it, and this Cajun butter on it. So good. The veggies are just as good. The broccoli, the peppers, the onions, perfect. And they have Cajun seasoning on them as well. And then the corn. I mean, could you get a more perfect char on there? Look at that. So yummy.
Yeah. It's really good food, actually.
Yes.
This is bread pudding. You know, we guys have it pretty much everywhere.
And it smells so good.
Yeah, lots of cinnamon, ice cream, caramel. Louisiana does bread pudding particularly well. So, can't wait to dive in. All right, we've dived into the bread pudding a bit, and it is incredible. Right?
Yeah, you gotta love bread pudding, but this one is very moist, so it's really
Very moist, lots of
really
cinnamon,
good.
lots of caramel.
And I love cinnamon. And
Excellent.
I love caramel. It's two of my favorite flavors.
Yeah. All right, everyone, here's the check. Let's see, we had 3 Jack Daniels. Okay, it's $42. That's the most expensive thing. So without the Jack Daniels, it's about $100. Yeah? Oh no, 4 Jack Daniels. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw
Less than 100. All right.
I saw that. I was trying not to. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, there it is, guys. The check. I'll leave it here so you can look at it for a second. All right, everyone. So that's it for this one. Where do you want to go next?
Mississippi.
Mississippi it is.
Yay.
We will see you in Mississippi.